In this video, we're going to talk about greatest common factor. So this question says to factor the expression completely. So if you're given a binomial, a trinomial, any polynomial, and they ask you to factor it, the first thing you should always check is to see if it has a greatest common factor. In this expression, both of the terms can be divided by 6. They're both divisible by 6. So I'm going to type 6. And then I'm going to open parentheses, and I'm going to write what each term would be if they were both divided by 6. So 12x divided by 6 is 2x, and 18 divided by 6 is 3. So basically what we're doing is we're reversing distributive property. We're undoing that the 6 was multiplied to everything in this polynomial. So I'm going to submit. All right, in this one, if we look at the numbers, there's no number in common, right? 8 and 3, there's not a number that divides into both 8 and 3. But both terms have x's, right? So in this case, the GCF is going to be a variable. It's going to be an x, right? The first term has an x, and the second term actually has x times x, right? So what's the most I can divide out of both of them is 1x, right? Is x to the first power. So what's left over if I factor out that x? We have an 8 minus 3x, right? And to double check my work, I would distribute. So 8 times x is 8x, and x times negative 3x is negative 3x squared. Let's submit. There's one more example I want to show you guys, but I need to find one. Okay, this is it. So in this example, the greatest common factor is 6. So sometimes when you do greatest common factor, the one of the terms is the greatest common factor. In this term, or in this polynomial, the first term is 6, right? The greatest common factor is 6, and the greatest common factor being 6, what do I put in that spot in the first term, right? Well, you can't just get rid of it because that would completely eliminate it. You have to put a 1. So if you're factoring using greatest common factor, and one of the terms is the greatest common factor, make sure you put a 1 there as a placeholder. And think about it, if I were to simplify this and I do 6 times 1, I'm gonna get 6, right? I can't just get rid of that term completely, otherwise the 6 won't appear there when I use distributive property to resimplify. All right, so that's greatest common factor. Thank you for watching.